which is very exciting news. We're actually able to meet in person once again to discuss how to make the criminal courts run better. There's a backlog of issues that had to be addressed, so I apologize for running a little bit late. We are on the record and we are live streaming. We're here for our criminal docket. This is private pretrials. State, please announce your presence.
Michael Rosenko on behalf of the state, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Good morning.
One moment. Letting everybody in. All right. It's Mr. Not there. All right. Oh, Mr. Cassasso, my bailiff told me I need to call you last.
Last?
No, I'm sorry. He wanted me to call you first.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. How are you, sir?
I've got 4 cases, Judge. The first one would be David Holliday.
Give me a moment. I'm sorry. The computer just went berserk. I don't know what's happening here. Hold on a moment. Yes, sir. David John Holliday, 20 CT 2202. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I'm going to request another continuance on that. I'm looking at one issue on Mr. Holliday's case with a waiver.
All right. State no objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. I've got April 7th. Is that correct, Tom?
That's correct.
All right. April 7th, 9 o'clock.
Then I've got Ashley Hoyt.
All right. 20 CT 2555.
That's a relatively new case, Judge. I just got the video. I haven't watched it with my client, so I'm going to request a continuance with a waiver.
No objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
April 7th, 9 o'clock.
Then I've got Colleen Shalis with an S.
Yes, sir. 2 cases.
Two
20 CT.
cases, Judge. I was having a lot of trouble getting the videos. I finally got them. I finally got them working. I need to sit down with Mr. Roshenko and see if I can work something out.
All right. This is 20 CT 137420 and then 1120. You're asking for a continuance of the waiver?
I am, Judge.
All right. No objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. April 7th, 9 o'clock.
And lastly, I've got Corey Hogsett.
Okay.
That's a relatively new case to me, Judge. I do have discovery. I need to sit down with Mr. Hogsett and with Mr. Rosenko and see what we can work out. So I'm going to ask for continuance with a waiver.
No objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. April 7th at 9 o'clock. Thank you, Mr. Cassasso.
Thank you, Judge. Good day.
Good day. For everyone else, I probably should have started with this. I am backup trial judge for the week of the 22nd. So I'm looking like I might have jurors available depending on how that week goes. So if you do want to set a case for trial, we might be able to accommodate. All right, just one moment. All right. Do I have Ms. Braxton there?
Morning, Judge. How you doing?
Hi, sir.
Good, Judge. I have Lindsay Walker. Judge, we had reset this. It's a PIA. All the paperwork should be there.
All right. Did you have an opportunity to review the pleading essential?
Sorry, Your Honor.
Did you have a chance to look at it?
Not yet, Your Honor. I can take a quick look if you have a second.
Please. All right, Tom, what I'm looking at is it's to DUI property damage above a 0.15, 12 months probation, 50 hours community service, DUI school, substance abuse evaluation, recommended treatment, $1,000 fine, no alcohol clause, random screens, 6-month license suspension, 10-day vehicle immobilization, victim impact panel, 90-day SoberLink, 6-month ignition interlock. It doesn't say it on here. Well, oh, notice it does. It's adjudication judge. State, can you confirm that those terms are correct?
Yes, Your Honor. No objection to the plea in absentia from the state, Your Honor.
All right. All right, I reviewed the plea in absentia. I do find that the plea has been freely, knowingly, and voluntarily entered. I consider the booking sheet in this case and the judge appear to be a sufficient factual basis and venue. Therefore, I will accept the plea in absentia and close sentence as soon as Tom, you're able to go ahead and do a screen share for the JNS, please.
Judge, just a couple things I need to address whenever you want me to.
Now it's probably a good time. Go ahead.
Okay, Judge, on the immobilization, I know she'll have 11 months if she gets a vehicle. Right now, she does not own a vehicle. So if we could just put in there that she'll have the duration of probation. Otherwise, well, I guess if you want us, we'll file a motion down the line, but I just don't, there's nothing to do within 30 or 60 days. She doesn't have a vehicle in Michigan.
I think the default is you have the entire period of probation, at least I think at least 11 months.
Okay.
To do any conditions.
And the hours, there's no objection to buyout. And from Michigan, should I have her call probation this morning?
She's in Michigan right now.
Yes, she lives in Michigan.
Yeah, she called probation to schedule some sort of remote sign up.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
And if we could just say she has like, say 30, 45 days to get the sober link. She's just going to have to arrange it up in Michigan.
State, are you okay with 30 to 45 days for the installation of the sober link?
If there's no way to do it quicker, I think we were looking to get it within a week of the plea.
You can usually get those out very quickly.
All right, can we say within 14 days? Just, I don't know what's going on in Michigan with the pandemic and what they're able to do. Just don't want any issues.
No objection to 14 days.
All right, thank you.
All right.
All right.
It must be installed within 14 days.
Okay.
There we go. All right. So we accepted the plea. Going to post sentence as follows: for the charge of DUI first offense with a BAC above a .15. Is this accurately reflecting? Is the plea to DUI with property damage above a .15, or is it just DUI above a .15?
The plea is just 0.15 or more.
We could just delete that on the plea sheet, Judge.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Everything looks good on your sheet there, Judge. And she can do the equivalent of the DUI school or victim impact panel in Michigan?
Correct.
Thank you.
So to the offense of DUI first offense with a BAC above 0.15, adjudication of guilt, $388, court cost, $1,000 fine. We will need a $50 cost of prosecution. 6-month license revocation, 6-month ignition interlock, 6 months probation. Special conditions of probation are as follows. Defendant must perform 50 hours of community service, may not possess or consume any alcoholic beverages in pubs, package stores, alcoholic beverages in the residence. Must attend and successfully complete DUI school appropriate phase or the equivalent of that program in Michigan. Must attend the victim impact panel and successfully complete it. 10-day vehicle immobilization, subject to random breathalyzer and urinalysis at the defendant's expense. Must undergo a substance abuse evaluation finding recommended treatment. Made by off community service at a rate of $10 per hour that is due to the defendant's residence being out of state, which I think qualifies for the residence under the hardship provision of the 193 subsection 6. 90 days sober link, which must be installed within 14 days of the plea. This may be served on mail-in probation, and the defendant is agreeing to no early termination of probation. Did I get everything right?
I believe that's it, Judge.
All right, I'll tell you, I do need to add the $50 cost of prosecution. And then
That's fine. And the interlock, I assume, is now a condition of probation, Judge, because she doesn't own a vehicle.
it is not considered a condition.
Okay. Yep, that's what I thought.
Yep.
And I don't think there's any TRs, Judge, that we consolidated, just to make sure.
No, sir, I don't believe so.
Great. I'm going to call probation and have her check in this today.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. You have a good day, Judge.
Take care.
Bye.
All right. Kavanaugh, good morning. Mr. Kavanaugh? Go ahead and unmute, please.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
All right, so I have Abraham Schiffman is one of them, 20 mm 1836.
Yes, sir.
He's going to be doing a plea in absentia. We've got the paperwork prepared. He just needs to complete it and get his prints done. So if I could have unless you want to set it for a date today, I can file it and then contact your office for an appropriate date.
That's fine. Let's just put it on the pretrial, and if you want to try to get it done earlier, you can schedule a date with Sarah. Otherwise, we can do it the next pretrial too.
Okay, great. And I have one other one, Matthew Mark McDonough.
Hold on one second. All right, so 20 mm 1836 will be on April 7th at 9 o'clock. No objection from the state.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. Sorry, Mr. Kavanaugh. Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm going too fast. The other case I have is McDonough. That is 20 CT 1751. I'm going to be speaking with him actually later today in regards to the state's plea offer. I request a continuance with a waiver.
No objection from the state.
No objection, Your Honor.
April 7th, 9 o'clock.
And that's all I have. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Mr. Roger, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. I just have one case on your docket this morning, Judge. It's Blake Holmes, case number 20-2142 CT.
Okay.
Mr. Racinko sent me my rejection letter this morning of my plea, so I haven't discussed that with my client yet, Your Honor. If we can put this on your next pretrial conference with a waiver.
No objection from the state.
No objection, Your Honor.
April 7th, 9 o'clock.
Thank you.
Have a good one. Take care.
That's all I have, Judge. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Mr. James Chilemi. Did I pronounce that correctly?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
Just have one case. It's the state versus Dennis Jarstead.
Yes, sir. This is 21 MM30. Go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor. We just be requesting a continuance. I have two outstanding motions that have been filed that need to be heard before the court before we can move forward.
All right. Have you contacted my judicial assistant to schedule those?
I filed yesterday. I knew we were going to have this pretrial today. I have not as of yet, so I will after this hearing.
Is it a stand your ground motion?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. So you're going to need some time for that. Yeah. If you wouldn't mind, sir, please, please contact my judicial assistant today, because we'll probably need several hours for this. My calendar's fill up pretty quickly. I'm already scheduling stuff out into May. All right.
Understood. Understood. Your Honor.
Otherwise, no objection to a continuance.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. April 7th, 9 o'clock. So is that with the waiver?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. We'll see you then.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir. Mr. Harris. Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. Thank you. Judge, I have Ricardo Burgess, 19 mm 2281.
Yes, sir.
And we talked about, last time we were here, we talked about Mr. Burgess having circuit court cases where he's still in the realm of whether he's competent or not. Unfortunately, COVID has just delayed this beyond belief, and we're still in that realm. We don't know whether he's competent or not. We still have to have that hearing. And then there'll be an insanity defense. So,
all right, I'll just stand by.
Yes.
I don't know what else I can do at this point. Yeah.
I filed a motion for the court to abide by the circuit court order on competency. So I think that will suffice.
I think we're all in agreement that the circuit court can drive this train, and we'll just see where they go from there.
I agree.
You agree?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. So let's put it on the 7th of April, and hopefully you'll get that matter addressed. Is it circuit court in Collier County or is it Lee County?
Yeah, it's with Judge Minor Leach, Judge.
Okay. hopefully you'll get that matter addressed between now and then, so at least we'll have an update as to where we stand. Obviously, the determination of competency on this case, there are certain time periods then that will apply for us that might help us resolve the case, right?
Well, I don't know. I think that the misdemeanor and the two felonies are so closely intertwined. I might move to join them all together in one trial. The issue is going to be his mental state. So
I understand. All right.
We'll see when we get there. We're still in the competency issues.
Fair enough. All right. April 7th at 9 o'clock.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Good day.
Ms. Contreras, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Ma'am, I've got two cases with you this morning.
Yes, Your Honor. I have Joaquin Chalma Morales,
Okay.
20 CT 2451. Your Honor, my client just recently got released from ICE, and he's trying to obtain his driver's license. So I would like to request a continuance with a waiver.
No objection from the state?
No objection, Your Honor.
Okay, April 7th, 9 o'clock.
Thank you. The other case is Jose Jimenez, 20 CT 2245. And the same thing with this case, Your Honor. He's trying to obtain. I would like to request a continuance with a waiver.
All right. State no objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
April 7th, 9 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day. That's all I have.
All right, take care.
Thanks.
Ms. Maurer, good morning.
This is Steve Gross. I'm in the courthouse. My phone's about to go dead. I have two cases. They'll be quick. You hear me?
Sure. All right.
Okay. The first one was Antonio Hernandez. That's 20 CT 2566. I believe we have that for a plea set for today at 2:30.
Okay. I'll see you then. If
Okay. And the other one I have is, I'm sorry.
I don't have that.
The other one I have is,
Hold on. I don't have that set. Tommy, can we go ahead and put that case 20 CT 2566 in docket for a plea?
Yes, we can.
Is the defendant in custody?
yes, Your Honor.
Is this a time served plea?
Yes, he'll be time served.
All right. I didn't let the jail know
It's
that.
10 days, but it'll come out to time served.
All right. Bill, can you do me a favor?
Yes.
We need to let the jail staff know that case is a time served plea if they have to do any movement within the jail staff.
Name again, sir?
Name is Antonio Hernandez, 20 CT 2566.
Okay.
All right. Next case, please. Did I lose him? Nope, still there.
Is Diane Sullivan? The other one I have, Judge, is Diane Sullivan, 20 CT 836.
Yes, sir.
This is a case where she's trying to get her license straightened out with Illinois. And the Illinois DMV was closed for 2 months. And she has a lawyer over there dealing with it. The lawyer says it may take another couple months before they're on the list before they get the hearing, so she can straighten out her problem in Illinois. So I'm requesting a continuance.
Okay. State no objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
April 7th, 9 o'clock. Thank you. Take care. I'll see you at 2:15.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
And this actually gave me an opportunity to remind everybody, folks, just you may or may not be aware, I wish I would have said this at the beginning of the docket before I talked to some of the other attorneys. There's been another outbreak in the Immokalee jail. The sheriff's office is doing everything they can to keep the staff and the inmates safe. But it does restrict movements from people from one part of the jail to the other, particularly if we're trying to move them from cameras to resolve their cases. If it is a time-served plea, even if they're in one of the quarantine zones, we'll make arrangements for us to have that person from Polycom so we can take a plea. But it has to be a time-served plea. They're not moving people around if they're otherwise going to continue to reside in the jail. That includes if they're going to be sent over to Chrome for deportation proceedings. So I'm asking defense counsel that if you have a time-served plea that you are setting before the court, even if they're in the Naples Jail Center, please inform the court right away that you expect it to be a time-served plea, so the sheriff's office staff in the two jail facilities can do everything they need to do to make arrangements to move somebody from one location to another, okay? All right, thank you, everybody. All right.
Excuse me, Your Honor. Chris Brown, I apologize for jumping in. I usually don't ask to do this, but my partner's stuck, so apparently I have 3 Zooms now. I'm supposed to be doing it once. Is there any way we could call my 2 cases?
I'm only impressed when you hit 5.
Right. Well, that hasn't happened yet. I might just run away.
All right. Ms. Maurer, you're being very patient. But I'll go ahead and address Mr. Brown next.
Miss Bauer, I owe you one. Thank you.
Jordan Nathaniel Rodriguez, 20MM 772. Yes, sir.
He's out of custody. We would just request a plea date, Your Honor.
All right. In-person plea?
Yes, an in-person plea.
How about March 22nd at 9?
That'd be great.
Nate, does that work for you?
Yes, Your Honor.
It's also going to be the trial call date, but I think rather than trying to do it remotely, I'm going to try to just do it in person this time so I can take pleas then.
Thank you, sir.
March 22nd, 9 o'clock for plea. And I've got Owen Sheehy, 21.
Sheehy. Yes, Your Honor. This is a newer case for me. I believe it's first time up, so I would request a continuance with a waiver. I just want to get with the state about a possible resolution on this one. I think we can work it out.
All right. No objection from the state?
No objection, Your Honor.
April 7th, 9 o'clock.
That's all I have. Thank you very much. Thanks again, Ms. Maurer. Have a great day, sir.
Thank you, Ms. Brown. Take care. All right. Ms. Maurer, you are next.
I'm ready.
Okay, let's do it.
I have Jose Pedro Trejo, and I just uploaded, and it looks like it's already been accepted, a plea in absentia.
All right. Let me see.
Case number 20 CT 2060.
All right. It's not showing yet. Can we try to rush?
It literally just was accepted in maybe 10 minutes ago. So
Your Honor,
I have the
Hold on. Yes, sir.
it's in showcase.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Smart Bench is not as smart. Let me open up showcase. What's that case number again, please?
20 CT 2060.
Got it. State, were you able to pull it up? Have you been able to look at the plea in absentia?
Yes, Your Honor. I did review it and it is correct.
What are the terms?
It's an adjudication, time served, and costs.
All right. I'm going to be nitpicking. Is there a portion of the plea in absentia that covers enhanceability? Since this is the DWI.
I would like to believe there is. Hold on.
Since this is directly affecting the state's interest, I don't know if the state would otherwise have an objection.
No, it doesn't look like I put enhanceability in here.
State,
Uh,
in your court.
yeah, sorry, I did not see that, Your Honor. I would like that included.
All right, I'm sorry, Mr. Maurer. We'll have to.
That's okay. I can tell you that we did talk about it. If you'd take a verbal, and he understands he's not eligible to get a license at any point. So that's an important part of all of our conversations, that this gets worse with every arrest.
Yeah, I understand, but I just
All right. I'll add it.
very issue. So
No problem.
okay, sorry.
I'll fix it. No problem.
we'll reset the PTC for April 7th, 9 o'clock, and we'll get that done.
If you have anything sooner, this would only take me a couple days to.
We got March 22nd.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Thank you.
And Tommy, that case I had with Mr. Brown, I did say March 22nd, not April 22nd, right?
You did, Your Honor.
Just being sure. All right, March 22nd, 9 o'clock for.
Okay. I also have Sebastian Lagos Varela.
Okay.
I'm asking for a continuance with a waiver.
20 MM 1932 and the state.
No objection, Your Honor.
April 7th, 9 o'clock.
And thank you. And I'm covering one for Ms. Human this morning.
Okay.
Argueta Garcia.
20 CT 2474. Yes, ma'am.
And she's asking for a continuance with a waiver.
No objection.
No objection, Your Honor.
April 7th, 9 o'clock.
All right. I think that's all we have.
Nope. I have two more with you.
Goodness.
Raul
All right.
Figueroa.
Oh, that will be a plea in absentia. Could I put that on the 22nd also?
Sure. No objection from the state.
No objection, Your Honor.
March 22nd, 9 o'clock for plea. That was 20 MM 1746. And I've got Jason Jutkowitz, 20 MM 1897.
Can I have a continuance with a waiver?
State.
No objection, Your Honor.
April 7th, 9 o'clock.
Now I think that's all I have.
Now you're done. Yep.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Take care. Bye. All right. Ms. Fish, good morning.
Good morning, Attorney Monica Fish. I am standing in, well, I'm actually handling these cases now for Christina DeCaro. The first case is Gifford, Cade Gifford, 20 CT 879.
Okay.
And we need to work out a plea in absentia. So he's coming into the office today. I would like to do this at one of the 24s though, because I see that you've been giving the March 22nd date. Is there anything sooner? Or could I set it for 24?
I'm confused. You want to set to be addressed on a 215 docket?
Yes, if I can. Will I be able to do that?
I don't think so. Well, move this way. I'm not going to put it on a different judge's docket if it's not an in custody plea. You can find out whichever judge is doing 24s any particular week and see if they have any objections doing it.
Okay, he's not in custody. All right.
I don't have a problem with another judge taking a plea. So you can that step where you normally have to reach out to my office and see if I have any questions. No. Any one of my colleagues can take a plea on my case. I'm fine with it.
Okay. Thank you.
I don't feel comfortable putting something on their docket without their permission.
Absolutely.
It's not in custody. So what I'd prefer to do is just put it on my pretrial, and then if you want to try to schedule it with another judge to get it done sooner, that's fine. Or I've got the 22nd for a plea.
Okay. I'm really not available on March 22nd, but I will take March 22nd if necessary. Is that the date that we need to use?
If you want to do it before April 7th, that's what I've got.
Okay, we'll do March 22nd then, please.
Great. All right, March 22nd, 9 o'clock for the plea.
Thank you. And then the second is Hajani Jahan, 20 CT 1143.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
And this person, he's out of state, and I need to do the plea in absentia as well. So I'd like to set that for the March 22nd.
Okay. March 22nd, 9 o'clock for plea. And state, I assume you have no objection to plea.
No objection, Your Honor.
Okay.
And the next is HITT, Michelle Hitt, 19 CT 2424. And she was trying to get a license. It looks like she's not going to be able to. I would like a continuance if you would grant that. If not, we will go ahead and work out the plea.
I think it's time to resolve this case. It's a 2019 case. All right.
All right.
March 22nd?
Yes. The next case is Krosiski Kelsey, 19 CT 2454. It appears that she does want to go to trial. I know that we've spoken to her about going to trial.
Okay.
I'm not sure if we need to set this for a trial date, and then we'll just loop back and talk with her.
The trial call is March 22nd. So State, are you ready? Do you have witness availability?
One moment, Your Honor. I'm just double checking.
No, what I was saying earlier is that I'm backup. I think it's just mine, which is primary. I'll have to double check. But we've had a string. We're on our third week now of getting jurors into the building. Our numbers have been doing really well. So we're actually having jury trials right now. So if the primary judges trials go away, I have every intention of trying a case. I will also point out that we are working as hard as we can on trying to figure out a way logistically to have 2 jury trials going at the same time. We're really trying to ramp that up. So if you set cases for trial with me as a backup, if we're successful, we might actually be able to get jurors into the building regardless. Have multiple trials going at once. We're trying very hard to make that happen.
All right, thank you.
So everyone understands, where we're at. We're trying to get these things done. State, are you
The state is available, Your Honor.
okay? Trial call March 22nd, 9 o'clock. No witnesses, no jurors. We'll just see where everyone's at, whether we're ready, whether the primary is going or not. So hopefully we'll have a trial.
Thank you.
Your
And
Honor, oops, I'm sorry.
Yes, McMillan?
I didn't know Ms. Fish still had one more, Judge. I'll wait. I just have a deposition starting in about 4 minutes.
Yes, sir. I'll call you next.
Thank you.
Ms. Fish, you do have one left. This is 20 MM 1813.
And we're asking for a continuance. I'm still trying to get some mitigation together, and we are considering trial.
No problem. April 7th, 9 o'clock with waiver, yes?
Thank you
Right.
with a waiver.
All right. Okay.
Bye. Thank you.
Your Honor, Landon Miller on behalf of Mr. Desamore, case number 21 CT 116.
Okay.
Judge, we have this set in front of the court on the 12th of March for an in-person plea.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll just leave it there. March 12th at what time is it currently?
9 a.m., I believe, Judge.
Well, hold on a moment.
We coordinated with your office.
Okay. All right, March 12th for a plea.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Let's see what we got. Mr. Hanukkah, good morning. Oh, I need you to unmute, please. There you go.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you? I have one case, Mr. Reyes Palomino. Your Honor, if we could have another pretrial with a waiver, I believe it's going to be a plea in absentia.
All right. No objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
April 7th, 9 o'clock.
Thank you very much. You'll have a good day.
Thank you, sir. Thanks. I've got Attorney J. Tony Lopez. Morning, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, I have Morales Segura Juan Pablo, 21 CT 48.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, this is going to be a diversion. I don't have the agreement yet, so I guess a quick continuance will do.
Okay. April 7th, 9 o'clock. Hopefully you'll be off the docket by the next time around.
Yes, Your Honor, that's all I have. May I be excused?
Yes, sir. Have a good day.
You too.
Mr. Hobson, good morning.
Judge, good morning. May I please have the March 22nd date for plea in absentia?
Sure. This is State of Florida versus Daniel Wallen, 19 CT 2813. And you'll have a plea in absentia done at that point?
Yes, and I assume because he and I are both in Hillsborough County, a plea in absentia can be accepted by the court?
Yes, sir, of course.
Thank you.
As I said, it's the 22nd I'm setting as an in-person docket, but you still absolutely can appear via Zoom. I'll have Zoom codes available so we can do the plea in absentia that way.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you, sir. Take care.
Yes, be well.
All right. Mr. Lucarelli, good morning.
Morning, Judge. I've got Burhan Ruli, 20 mm 1592.
Yes, sir.
I'm asking for continuance. We did the deposition that the court had granted last week. I had a couple of words with Mr. Vasinko after the depo. We're hoping to work it out, but I need to get the transcript from the depo to show it to my client and to the witnesses, and I would also submit a witness list. But I'm hoping we can work it out. I asked for continuance to waive speedy trial, and I also asked the court to take judicial notice of the fact that I'm sick of Mr. Casassa.
That will be noted for the file. And this went on YouTube. So I'll put this on April 7th, 9 o'clock for whatever happens next.
Waiver speedy trial, Judge. Thank you. Have a great day.
Good to see you, Mr. Corral. Take care. All right. Mr. Clark, you want to follow that? Mr. Clark, you there? Oh. Go ahead and unmute, please.
Judge, did you call me?
Yes, sir, I did. Good morning.
I'm sorry, it cut out for a second. I'm out in the hallway outside your courtroom. So I'm sorry about that.
The signal's terrible in the building, so we'll try to do this fast. Yes, sir.
Judge, I still think that regional counsel is on Mr. Hogsett, 21 mm 76, I believe. It's one Mr. Casassa had been on.
Okay.
I submitted a withdrawal based on the fact that he hired private counsel with your office. It hadn't been signed yet, but I just wanted to make sure that you weren't waiting on me on that particular case.
All right, I'll have to check because I hadn't seen it.
I'll follow up with your I'll follow up with your JA, Judge. But that's just housekeeping. I just wanted to make sure that somebody appeared for Mr. Hogsett.
Yeah, I don't think Mr. Casassa did today. He was here, but all right. So let's just continue this. And
does it indicate that he's on that case, Judge? I just want to make sure.
No, I mean right now it indicates you're on the case because I guess because that order hasn't been signed, but he did file notice of appearance. So I'll have to find out what happened with that order.
All right, I'll follow up and make sure that the documents there. I did send it by email, but these things get lost sometimes.
All right, no problem. So
Your Honor, I believe he did address this case.
Mr. Casassa,
Your Honor.
Mhm.
Yes.
He did?
Yep.
Oh, well, never mind then.
He is on the case. He's showing his co-counsel, and I'll get that corrected.
All right. All right. So fixed. Never mind.
All right. Well, Judge, I don't know.
I'll make sure you're relieving any further responsibilities for this case, sir.
That's fine, Judge. No problem. I just wanted to make sure somebody addressed it. I thank you very much for taking me, Judge.
No problem. Have a good day, sir.
You too. Bye.
All right. Mr. Calvo, good morning.
Morning, Judge. How are you?
Doing well, sir. How are you?
Good. I've got 2 on your docket this morning.
Okay.
Angela Alcala, it's a DUI. I'm requesting a continuance to the next pretrial conference. She's in treatment right now. I'm trying to get her into mental health court. The state, I just got an email about a week and a half ago saying that they don't want to accept her in there, but I don't like taking no for an answer. So I got to figure out a way how I can get her in and get her some treatment because she definitely needs treatment.
Fair enough. All right. I'll give you time to continue to work on that.
Thank you.
This is 20 CT 1840. No objection to state voted on the next pretrial.
No objection.
7th, 9 o'clock. And then you had one other, sir.
Yes, Mr. Counsel, he was in immigration custody. He was able to bond out in immigration court. So there's been some circumstances that have changed. I've sent the state an email requesting, something else. So I also need a little bit more time on his case because of the circumstances changing.
Oh, this is 20 CT 1501. State any objection to continuance for the waiver?
No objection, Your Honor.
Great. April 7th, 9 o'clock.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
Take care.
Bye.
All right. Mr. Schneider, good morning.
Good morning, Judge. Can you see me? Oh, there we go.
Hold on. I can now. Yes, sir.
Great. Judge, I'm also covering for Mr. Fayette. He's in court in Fort Myers.
Okay.
You want to do my cases first or his?
Let's start with yours, please.
Okay, certainly. Judge, I have case number 19CT2605, Miss Margotova.
Okay.
We had filed a plea in absentia previously, Judge. It should be available for the court to view.
Oh, yes, it is. All right. All right, State, take a look. Tell me if you agree that the terms are correct.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I think you do. Apparently you signed it.
Yeah, they signed. I was going to tell you, Judge, it's been submitted and signed.
Thank you.
Sorry.
I did review it. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Are you able to see the PA, or do you need me to read off the terms?
No, I can see it.
Okay.
And Judge, just to clarify, I have, for as far as procedure, the court may not know. Shall I have her call probation?
I think that's best. You know, she should call probation today.
Yeah.
And we can instruct her how to do the initial sign up.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. I reviewed probable cause affidavit. I do find that there is a sufficient factual basis and venue. I reviewed the plea in absentia, and pursuant to the state attorney's signature, there is an agreement that the terms contained therein are correct. There is a complete recitation of the rights being waived by the defendant. This to be acknowledged by the defendant by a signature before a notary, and there's an attached set of legible fingerprints. Therefore, I find the plea to be freely, knowingly, and voluntarily entered. I will accept the plea and impose sentence in just a moment.
All right, that's there.
Okay. For the offense of DUI, first offense, adjudication of guilt. $388 in court costs, $1,000 fine, $50 cost of prosecution. How long was the license suspension?
Ooh, sorry, Judge.
12 months, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Put it in there now.
12-month license suspension?
Yep.
That's correct.
1 second.
No problem.
It's on the first page of the plea, Judge, number 2.
I know, it's just when I'm doing screen share, I can't pull it up. There we go. All right. 12-month license suspension, 12 months probation, special conditions of probation as follows. 10 days in Collier County Jail with credit for credit for all time served. She's already served more than 10 days.
It's my understanding, Judge. If not, she's going to have to do weekend work or lockdown, depending on whether she qualifies.
All right. 10 days in Collier County Jail with credit for all time served. May be served as weekend work or weekend lockdown. 50 hours of community service. May not possess consuming alcoholic beverages, ordering bars, taverns, spoons, pubs, lounges, package stores, lockdown stores, and restaurant residents. Must attend successfully complete the UI school appropriate phase and the victim impact 10-day vehicle mobilization, subject to random breathalyzer and urinalysis for the defendant's expense. In our case, it was 12 months probation. The defendant is agreeing to not petition the court for any early termination of probation. And did I get all the terms correct?
I believe so, Judge.
Mr. Cinco, you agree?
Your Honor.
All right. All right, Tom, we got it. Are you ready for the next case? Tommy, are you good for the next one?
Yes, I am.
All right, very good.
Okay. Judge, the next case is Christopher Carter, 20 CT 607.
Yes, sir.
Judge, I recently received a updated amended witness list from the state. I'm going to request a continuance. I actually am going to reach out and try to work this case out. I've had some more frank conversations with my client, and he seems more amiable to a possibility of it rather than a trial. So
Okay.
if I could have a continuance to try to do that.
Sure. State, no objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
April 7th, 9 o'clock. All right.
And I have Mr. Fayette's cases, Judge.
I've got, all right, what does Mr. Fayette want to do with TORT or Petrov? 19 CT 1939.
So what he told me was that he's deported.
Yes, Bulgaria, I believe.
So I guess the court can do what the court wishes.
I don't know what that means.
I mean, you could either continue it, set it for trial.
Let's set it for trial. Dave, are you ready?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe there was an issue that he couldn't come back into the country.
Correct. He's been deported.
The last time, we set it for trial, but let me double check my witness list just in case, please.
No, he was deported. He's not allowed to come back. So I'll let you and Mr. Fayette have a chat and figure out how you want to deal with this.
Yes, Your Honor. But yes, the state is available.
Okay. March 22nd for trial call.
And Judge, it's the last case of State v. Martin, 19 CT 2215.
Okay.
My understanding is that they've either filed or e-filing a plea in absentia. If we could just have a short continuance for that to be done and let him enter the plea.
Sure. Let's put it on the 22nd for plea, and hopefully we'll have a PIA filed by then. All right.
That's it, Judge.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Mr. Hopkins, good morning. So are you there?
I'm here. I'm not a cat. Your Honor, I've always wanted to say that. Hey.
So, yeah, but before that came up, you were just thinking to yourself, I always wanted to tell a judge that I'm not a cat. That's what's an issue.
I was having technical issues unmuting. Could you call me at the end, please? Is that okay?
Of course.
All right.
All right, Mr. Day, are you a cat?
I am not, Judge, but let the record reflect I have signed the anti-Casassa petition.
So noted. This is going to be passed around the bar. And I appreciate nobody's trying to perform surgery for today either.
First case I have is page 4, John Bornellis, 11/20/21/8.
Yes, sir.
Asking for continuance with a waiver.
No objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
April 7th, 9 o'clock.
Page 7, Jarkita Chigarev, 11/20/20/858. Asking for continuance with a waiver. Motion for bill of particulars set April 6th.
Why don't we put the pretrial at the same time as the motion? Read.
That's fine.
All right,
And sorry to jump in, Your Honor, and Donald. I think Your Honor already signed the order substituting counsel, correct?
For
Chigarev.
I did sign the order.
Yeah, I saw the order.
Okay, perfect. Donald, I got a bunch of hard copy discovery. I'll mail that to you. I'll go to the post office today. So
fantastic.
I'll send it over. Thank you very much, everyone.
All right.
Is that your only case today?
That's it. I just wanted to make sure we were all good to go, and I wanted to make sure the court knew that if there was any discovery missing, it's really on my end to send it to Mr. Day. So
I appreciate
no problem.
it. Thank you, as always. Have a great day.
No problem. Have a good day, everyone.
You too, sir. Take care. All right, so 20 mm 858 will be set on April 6th. At what time do I have the motion set for?
That I don't know, Judge.
9 o'clock.
We got the notice here. The notice of hearing says 9 o'clock. April 6th, 9 o'clock will also be the pretrial.
Page 12, Your Honor. Furman Herrera Hernandez, 11/20/20, 2581, asking for a continuance with the waiver.
No objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
April 7th, 9 o'clock.
Page 21, Mary Beth Lorenz, 11/20/20, 1671, asking for a continuance with waiver.
No objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
April 7th, 9 o'clock.
Page 25, Robin Akalski, 11/20/20, 432, asking for a continuance with the waiver.
No objection, Your Honor.
April 7th, 9 o'clock.
That's it. Thank you, Judge.
Today. Have a good day. All right. See, I've got Seth LeVay. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you today?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Yes, Judge. I'm here for Carlos Jones Vasquez.
Yes, sir. I've got
Seth LeVay on his behalf.
Yes, sir. I've got two cases, 20 CT 2341 and 20 MM 1938. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, Judge. I've been working with Mr. Rasinko trying to resolve this matter, and we are close. I would need a little bit more time. I need to not only coordinate some things with my client, but put together additional mitigation if I can. So if I would be asking for a continuance at this time.
State, no objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
April 7th, 9 o'clock, both cases.
I'm sorry, Judge?
April 7th, 9 o'clock for pretrial, both cases.
Perfect. April 7th. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, sir. Take care.
Be healthy and safe. Take care, everybody.
Take care. All right, Ms. Orange.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Ma'am, I've got Kimani Williams, 20 MM 1766.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Williams wants to do the diversion. He just hasn't had a chance to sign up. I know that the probation office is not accepting virtual signups. They're not mailing the packets or emailing it, and I'll ask to sign in.
I didn't know that. I thought they were allowing. I know they're doing some remote signups for probation. I don't know if they're not doing that for diversion.
Only if you live out of state, apparently, because I had a client who lived in Lee County and they wanted her to come in. Okay. If we could just set this for get this on the next pretrial conference, continue it with the waivers to give them some time to come in and get that done at probation, since they're not making any accommodations for anyone living in Collier or Lee County.
Okay. All right, we'll put it on April 7th at 9 o'clock, and hopefully will be resolved by then.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, have a good day.
You too.
All right. Let's see, Ms. Upson?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, ma'am. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you, Judge? Judge, I have 20 CT 873. I would ask for one more continuance to that April 7th date, please.
All right. Thomas Bone?
Yes.
You said you wanted April 7th?
Yes.
State no objection.
No objection, Your Honor.
April 7th, 9 o'clock.
Next case is 20 CT 1486, Thomas McCauley Schmidt. Same request from Mr. Schmidt. He has a number of open cases. I'm trying to resolve them all.
Okay. State?
No objection, Your Honor.
April 9 o'clock.
And last is 20 CT 1447, Fred Shiflett. Continuance with a waiver to the April 7th date, please.
State?
No objection, Your Honor.
No problem.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
All right, Mr. Spiegel. Good morning.
Judge Brown, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Got Imra Kura, 20 CT 1179. Go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor. I guess I'm going to ask for a continuance. I did send an email to Mr. Rasinko, and I think we probably got caught the last time in between the switch of him taking over, but I know he's been on the docket now for at least a couple cycles. So I just was reminding him that I wanted to see about some of the information I sent to him. So if absent then there being any objection, I think a continuance probably would be appropriate.
Okay. State no objection?
No objection.
All right, April 7th, 9 o'clock. And we can talk and get the case resolved.
Yes, Your Honor. Great.
Right.
You folks have a nice day.
You too, sir. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye now.
Mr. Verderamo.
Good morning. Sorry, I couldn't unmute.
Morning.
Good morning. Hear me okay?
Yes, sir, I can.
All right, first case is page 1. First case on the docket is Arlington Aguilar Hernandez, 20 CT 2398, received a notice of null pros last 20 minutes. What's off the docket?
Okay. Done. All right, next.
Dean Ashton Arnold, 20 CT 644, as well as 20 MM 1955. Received discovery on 1955. I'm going to ask for a continuance on both cases.
Okay. State.
No objection, Your Honor.
April 7th, 9 o'clock, both cases.
Next case is Michael Butson, 20 MM 406. We're in a resolution posture. If the court recalls, last time we were at a trial call and the individual was hospitalized the weekend before on a Monday.
Right.
I need to get an update. He's still not in great shape. I'm going to try to get over. He's over on the East Coast, and I'm trying to get over there. It's a reason to drive over there to get him to sign a PIA. If not, I will file a motion and let the state know that we're in the same posture as last time. But I'm trying to resolve the case. We did get an amended offer, and we're in a resolution posture. So let's set it for a plea with the understanding that if his health issues don't improve, then I'm going to ask for continuance.
That's fine. State no objection to that.
No objection, Your Honor.
How about the March 22nd, 9 o'clock? It's my trial call docket, but we can set it for a plea there with the understanding, if your client has these health problems, we won't go forward.
Thank you.
March 22nd.
March 22nd. Next case is Woody DeJus, 19 CT 2675, ready for trial.
State, you ready?
One moment, Your Honor.
Mr. Verderamo, you joined in a little bit late. I'm back up the week of the 22nd. And we are, we're trying very hard. So far, we've had 3 straight weeks of getting jurors into the building. So there's a chance we actually could try that case.
Okay. I can tell you that I was number 2 on Judge Foster.
Yeah.
On the last cycle, and I'm now probably going to be number 1 on the 22nd. So I'm most likely going to go with Judge Foster on the 22nd.
Let us know. But you never know.
Exactly.
And I don't think we'll have our procedures in place by the 22nd of March, but we are really working hard to try to get 2 juries going at once.
Okay.
We're trying to figure out, where we can put that many people to try to get 2 jury trials going at the same time. We might have to sort of stagger when we do voir dire.
Understood.
But we're going to try to keep things rolling a bit and get more trials going. So,
will I have to try 2 cases at once?
Yes, you will have to. Well, I'll make you
back and forth.
Yes.
Your Honor.
Judge, are you only backup for the 22nd, or do you have a primary week as well?
I don't have a primary week.
Okay.
Right now, the schedule goes through April. I've got a backup the 22nd, and I've got a backup week in April, and that's all I've got.
Okay. All right.
Yes, sir, Mr. Rosinko. Is the state ready?
Your Honor, we have a witness out the 23rd and the 24th that week.
All right. So maybe the 25th, if Mr. Verderama's case doesn't go, if I'm back up, because like I said, if there's jury availability at the end of that week, I might try to, get a jury picked at the end of the week. I won't start a case on Friday, but I'll start a case on Thursday. Right? So let's set it on the 22nd for trial call, and we'll see what happens with Judge Foster.
And obviously, I'll be emailed if I'm told that it's going to be towards the end of the week.
Will you be able to show up for my trial call on the 22nd?
Let me double check something. The 22nd's on Monday, so that's also a trial call as well from Judge Foster.
Right. So then my preference would be that you go to Judge Foster first.
Okay.
Right. But we'll wait for you, and then you can know what your status is in there.
Great. Thank you.
The one that's in front of Judge Foster, how many days trial would you expect that to go since you're number 1?
That's also a DUI, and there's going to be 5 witnesses, so it's going to be a solid 2-day trial with the COVID protocol. Yeah.
All right, so definitely solid 2-day, possibly running into a third.
Right. Correct.
All right, yeah, so let us know what your status is after you do your trial call with Judge Foster on that Monday.
Thank you. Dustin Dobianski, 20.
So that was Woody DeJuice, 19 CT 2675, Monday the 22nd at 9 o'clock. Yes, sir.
Dustin Ryan Dobianski, 20 CT 279.
Okay.
We can also set that for a trial call on the 22nd.
State, you ready?
Just 1 second, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor, the state's ready.
All right, March 22nd, 9 o'clock for trial call. Okay.
Ronaldo Frashari, 2 cases, 20 CT 1912, 20 CT 1684, requesting a continuance on both cases.
Objection? There isn't. Oh, no, he's there. State, no objection, no continuance?
No objection, Your Honor.
April 7th, 9 o'clock, both cases.
Next case is Mariana Lichetti, same request.
No objection, Your Honor.
April 7th, 9 o'clock.
Cristobal Martinez, 20 CT 1337, 47 with a waiver.
No objection, Your Honor.
April 7th, 9 o'clock.
Gage Oberman, 20 CT 2193. We can set that for a plea.
We'll put it on the 22nd.
Sure.
Whether it be in person or PIA.
I'm going to try to get a PIA done. That's my preference.
Mine too. But that date is available for in-person pleas otherwise.
Okay. I always try to get the pleas done in absentia, but if things don't work out, there's moving targets. So.
Yes, sir. I understand. All right. March 22nd, 9 o'clock for a plea.
Last case, Edwin Vasquez, 19 CT 2464, requesting the 7th with a waiver, April 7th with a waiver.
No objection, Your Honor.
April 7th, 9 o'clock.
Have a good day, everybody. Thank you.
Mr. Hopkins.
Your Honor, going through the docket, John Allen, ALLEN 20MM 1993.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, requesting a continuance with a waiver. Mr. Allen is going to be entering diversion. So the case will be resolved by way of diversion. We're waiting for a routing slip from the state attorney's office on amended terms. So that's holding up the sign up.
No problem. April 7th, 9 o'clock with the expectation that it'll come off the docket before then.
Yeah.
And I did request a new routing slip on it. I just have to put in all the terms in it when I requested it. So they just sent that back to me. So
okay.
I'll get that to you.
Sounds good. Thanks.
It's no problem. Thank you. Next case, Your Honor, is Lazaro Hernandez, 20MM 1481.
Okay.
Your Honor, you just signed a stipulated proposed order for allowing a deposition of the victim in the case. Mr. Stewart had reviewed that. That is actually set today. My request is a continuance with the waiver because there's a felony case, that's sort of driving everything because they're really closely related. And the state is actually debating whether this felony attorney absorbs, the MM charge. So that's under contemplation.
So I'm just curious, this witness that you're going to depose on the MM case, is that witness also involved in the CF case?
It's a cross notice. She's being deposed in both cases. Correct.
All right. Well, let's put this on April 7th and we'll see where it goes. But
the offense is, to answer your question, I can see the wheels turning. The offense in question is separated by a matter of hours, the alleged incidents. So okay. That's the reason, really the agreement, just one singular deposition, just of the individual versus multiple depositions.
Absolutely. No, that makes sense.
Okay. Next case is Austin Kellum, 20 MM 1454.
Okay.
Same request. I would request a continuance with a waiver. State is seeking, is actually in the process of setting a defense witness for a deposition. We're on hold from the defense side because the main arresting officer is on leave, so I can't depose him, in that regard. So I'm requesting a continuance with a waiver.
All right. No objection from the state.
No objection, Your Honor.
10 o'clock.
Final case, Your Honor, is Camilla Pacas, PACAS 20 MM 1908. Your Honor, I'm actually requesting if I could roll this 24 hours to your PD pro se docket for a plea. And the reason for that is I have a plea in absentia back. I actually have sent it to Mr. Racinko to review. So I think we're in agreement, on the terms, but I need to get his signature. He have an opportunity to do that. I get it e-filed. But I really would like to try to get this resolved this week because, for Ms. Pacas, she was planning, a few things and she was, hoping to start probation sooner as opposed to later, if that's acceptable to the court.
That's fine by me with one request. Hold off logging in until about 10 o'clock-ish. Just because I do have pro se folks who wander into the building at that time. I always try to call them first because I just want people out of the room as quickly as possible.
Okay.
I just want to have you sit around for an hour and a half waiting for me to call you. So if you wouldn't mind logging in at 10:15, then I'll be able to get to you pretty quickly.
One second. That's not a problem on my end. Just let me make sure I'm not keeping you waiting, so I can double check my calendar.
No, you won't. It's just like I said. I would feel bad that you log in at 9 o'clock and make you sit around for an hour and a half while I'm calling a whole bunch of other folks. Although I did that today.
That's not a problem. I mean, that's not a problem on my end. But just so I'm clear, it's not a problem for you for me doing it tomorrow versus like a 2:15 docket or your non-jury docket.
Well, plea in absentia, I'd rather do it in the morning. Okay. I know what the afternoon is going to bring. So it's just easier to put it on a morning docket.
Okay, fair enough. I'll contact your judicial assistant for the Zoom code then.
Very good. All right.
Okay.
So, Tommy, let's just put this tomorrow morning at the 9 o'clock docket. But Mr. Hopkins, I'll expect to see you about 10 o'clock.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
And Your Honor, do you have just a couple of minutes once you go off the record?
Yes, sir. I'm almost done.
Okay.
Give me one moment here. I do have one last case. It looks like it's a PD case. I don't know how this ended up on today's docket.
I have information about that, sir.
All right, this is 21 CT11. My bailiff, Corporal Lang, has information. Go ahead.
That gentleman showed up with his court date for today. I advised him that it was Zoom only. I think it must be PD's office. PD, when we spoke with him, advised him that it appears there was an error. It should have been for tomorrow. She sent him on his way, and that she was going to address you tomorrow. Order continues because we yeah.
Did I set? All right. All right. We'll put it. Let's put it on tomorrow.
Okay.
So that was a good story. Thank you.
Thank you. That's I was waiting.